Well, good morning, everybody. Jeff Slakey here. In our continuing conversations with Shelton City Council candidates, we have in studio now, running for the 6th position, Charles Orthmann. Morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Jeff.
Thanks for coming on and talking with me.
Thanks for having me.
For those who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in Vancouver, Washington, relocated to Shelton in 1994 for employment and for the beauty of the Hood Canal. I love it here. So,
What got you interested in running for the city council, and were you in favor of the expansion to the 7-person council?
I'm much in favor of this 7-person council over the existing city commission. And the primary reason is because I was in poverty when the task force was formed. So that became kind of like a guidebook for me for how to get out of poverty, as well as how to make recommendations and suggestions for the city on how they can assist others in doing the same. There was one comprehensive recommendation, number 2, that said that the city should consider the unintended consequences of people living on the margins in Shelton when they're decision making. So I think that recently all of the political turmoil that's taking place in the city with collusion, words like coup coming into effect, I think it's time for change.
What would you say your platform is, and what would you like to accomplish if you make it to the council?
Well, having suffered through a period of homelessness and now with check in hand, not able to find a place to live in downtown Shelton, I think it's high time that we address the issues of homelessness, specifically building something or renovating existing for the purpose of getting people off the streets and back into housing again. The numbers show, statistics show that the stability brought about by housing will increase the person's chance of improving their lifestyle. Their quality of life will improve slowly. So that's got to be a goal for me while serving on the city council.
What would you think some of the biggest problems facing the city of Shelton here moving into the next year?
Well, there is a number of issues. Of course, you have to do your homework in each one in order to address each one. Along the way, I addressed the issue of rates. Now, there was a comprehensive water plan that took us to 2034. It required that the city go out and borrow $6.9 million to complete that project. But when you look at the long-term effects of that, that's something that we'd want to keep in effect. So the fact that the city has had discussions about undoing that project, that would be something that I would vote in favor of keeping intact. So, another one of the city, a lot of the people around here complain about road conditions and various other things. When Dave O'Leary was in office as city administrator, I talked to him on a couple of occasions. He reminded me that the city is actually in the business of selling rates and services. So, selling services, and they procure revenue from the permitting process. So it makes sense that building and inviting people to come in and become ratepayers would increase the economic stability of the city itself. So, but I think that the housing market needs to address those in the lower income brackets, not the middle income. So that's probably pretty much going to be it. It's going to be housing for sure, and then I'll take a look at some of the budget expenditures that the city makes and the revenue amounts when we get access to that material. So
he's running for the Shelton City Council in the 6th position, and you see his name on the ballot as Charles Orthmann. Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Are you fed up with slow internet speeds? Give iFiber Communications a call. We know how important it is to have a secure, reliable connection. Give us a call at 360-427-4000 or visit ifiber.tv.